All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say, call halayim la, YAHAWAH, Bahashim YAHAWASHI, Bahashim Makakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles who I learned this truth from, the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and safety to the sincere Akim, pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom to the very few Akwaf that listen and learn. And shalom to the Israelite foreigners who believe in this truth as well. And just coming with another quick hit lesson. And I just wanted to touch on China and their U.S. debt, all right, because this China is getting ready to dump all their U.S. debt, all right, and this to the average person could be small, all right, but this is very huge, all right, in the downfall of America, all right, which is known as Babylon in the scriptures. You see, this further goes into the destruction and the downfall of Esau Edom, who is the so-called white man. YAHAWASHI is he's strategically moving these different nation spirits to come against this place. All right, and China dumping their U.S. debt is just another move by YAHAWASHI to further destroy America, man. All right, and we'll go ahead and get this clip I had queued up. Slovakia. The clip doesn't want to play, but let's go ahead and continue with the lesson. I'll go ahead and go ahead and get this article, and it says how much U.S. debt does China own? All right, and China uh, owns a lot of U.S. debt, you know, and China getting ready to get rid of their U.S. debt is going to further drive the U.S. economy into a further derision, man. You know, which is going to uh, 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 further the destruction of this place. And if you're in the right spirit, you're rejoicing at this, man, because the downfall of America, which is known as Babylon the Great in the scriptures, the rulership of Esau Edom, you're gonna be rejoicing at this, man, because the further this place slips into downfall, the closer it is for the nation of Yasharallah to be redeemed, man, to be saved out of this hellhole. All right, and it reads, and it seems as if every American politician and talking head is expressing concern about the huge amount of debt that the U.S. government owes Chinese leaders. The Chinese do own a lot of U.S. debt, about 1.1 trillion as of early 2020. All right, and that's a lot of money, man. So if the Chinese, which is known as Moab in the Bible, all right, if they dump their U.S. debt, that's gonna further cast the U.S. economy into a further depression. So it's gonna get even rough and more harder out here in these streets. You know, the love of many is gonna wax even colder and colder because there's not gonna be enough resources to go around in America, man. All right, 1.1 trillion dollars is a very huge number. You see, so once China dumps the dollar, you're gonna have these other countries that follow suit. All right, Japan, I believe they have over $800 billion in U.S. debt, so they're gonna follow suit as well. All right, Russia is gonna follow suit in dumping their U.S. debt. All right, so this is gonna cause hyperinflation. All right, and the scriptures speak about the pending destruction and pending doom upon this place known as America, man. All right, and let's go ahead and get the first precept. And this is Jeremiah 51, and we'll start at 6, and it reads, flee out of the midst of Babylon." All right, and this doesn't mean literally leave this place. This means flee, flee the philosophies. All right, and flee the mind state of this place, America. All right, because this place is gonna go down. It's going to be destroyed by YAHAWASHI very soon. And deliver every man his soul. All right, you're gonna have to work out your own salvation. You're gonna have to seek YAHAWASHI. Be not cut off in our iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's Yahweh's vengeance. All right, that's why you see all these things taking place here in America. You know, you're seeing uprisings of the people. You're seeing protests in every city. You're seeing violence take place at an all-time rate throughout the streets of Babylon. Because why? This is the time of the Lord's vengeance, man. You know, the Lord YAHAWASHI, he's dispatching these different spirits created for vengeance. Like I just seen, a brother, the brother out in Cali, had put up a video going into how two women were pretty much about to be raped in broad daylight. All right, in New York, man. This is all right. This is a time of the Lord's YAHAWASHI's vengeance, man. He will render unto her a recompense, and this is talking about America. Or he's going to render a recompense. Or he's going to slowly, strategically break this place down, piece by piece. All right. Verse 7: Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. The Lord, Salakia, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. All right, and that wine is going into the philosophies and the ways of the U.S. of Esau, Edom. All the nations have taken on the spirit of the so-called white man. Therefore, the nations are mad. All right, so the nations are mad. You know, they're mad. They're mad at the fact that they're gonna have to pay for following after this whore, man. Verse 8: Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. All right, this place is falling as we speak. You know, it's further and further falling into a depression, man, which is gonna get worse and worse day by day, man. And destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so, that she may be healed. All right, and that's what a lot of these Babylonians really believe. You know, they believe that the U.S. is going to bounce back and come out stronger than ever. All right, and that's not the case. This place is not going to be healed. All right, and China. All right, Salaki, I couldn't get that clip because it was gonna go together beautifully with the lesson, but China, all right, dumping $1.1 trillion of the U.S. debt, all right, is showing you that this place is not going to be healed, man. All right, like I said, the other nations, these other countries are going to follow suit, which is going to dry this place financially. It's going to dry this place further out, man. If so, that she may be healed. Verse 9, we would have healed Babylon. You know, and that's, like I said, that's what a lot of these Americans, you know, these Babylonians think. All right, Esau, Edom, along with the 2/3, along with these other heathen nations, they think that this place is going to be healed. But you have some amongst these heathen nations that understand and know what's going on, and they're getting ready to pack up and flee out of here, man, because they know what's to come. But she is not healed. All right, this place is not going to be healed. Thus saith Yahawah Shai. This place is slated to be destroyed. You know, this place is slated to catch nuclear missiles. Forsake her and let us go, everyone into his own country, and that's what you're starting to see. You know, you're having a lot of these Ishmaelites shutting down their 7-Elevens and corner stores. You see them taking their money with little money they have left, and they're fleeing into their own countries, all right, and setting up there. For her judgment reaches unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. All right, so all of the iniquity and sins of this place called America. All right, the judgment, her judgment has reached up unto YAHAWASHI. That's why you're seeing more and more chariots of the holy angels visiting this place. All right, because they're scoping it out. You see, they're scoping this place out, taking report and sending it back up to the Heavenly Father. And this is Habakkuk 2:6, and it reads, "Shall not all these take up a parable against thee, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, Woe, which woe means destruction, to him that increaseth that which is not his." All right, Esau Edom, the so-called white man. All right, he has increased himself by murdering, stealing, robbing all the nations. All right, and he has robbed the Most High's nation. All right, he touched the apple of Yahweh Shai's eye. All right, he stripped him of everything. You see, and he's gonna have to pay. He's gonna have to pay for that. Woe means destruction. He's gonna be destroyed for getting his riches unjustly, man. And unto him that ladeth himself with thick clay. All right, and that's going into this article I have. All right, he has laden himself with thick clay. Or all these other nations have taken on the debt of Esau Edom. All right, and they're tired of it. They're getting ready to dump Esau Edom's money. All right, his greenbacks, which really in reality they're not worth anything. All right, they're not backed by anything. It's just worthless paper dollar bills that are being printed up, which at the moment is getting ready to cause hyperinflation. Because the more and more money you print up, the more worthless it becomes, which causes hyperinflation, which causes certain goods and certain amenities, all right, to go up. This is why you're gonna have pretty soon. You're gonna have milk, or you're gonna go into whatever local grocery store. I'm here in Texas. All right, you got your HEB. You have your different little Whole Foods and Trader Joe's, but HEB is like the main store. You're gonna go into HEB and you're gonna see milk at $12 a gallon, man. All right, it's gonna get really bad out here. All right, and just to further get more understanding and more edification, when you go into that word thick clay, all right, in the blue letter, it said weight of pledges, all right, and that's what you see. These devils, that's what they've been doing, going around to all these different nations, pledging and making cashing checks at their mouth, saying things, all right, that they can't back up, all right. The U.S. currency has no weight behind it, all right. So they're making empty pledges, man. Heavy debts, you see. So thick clay represents heavy debts, which the Chinese government is getting ready to let go, man. $1.1 trillion. That's a lot of money. When you really look at the grand scheme of things, $1.1 trillion being just offset like that is definitely going to have a ripple effect in the U.S. economy, which is going to further cast this place, America, all right, or America, you see in further derision, man. That's why you got a lot of people fleeing these big cities. California, which you know I grew up in. All right, you got hundreds of thousands, you know, fleeing these big cities and big states that were once regarded as the go-to places here in Babylon. You know, New York, which New York is pretty much a ghost town, man. All right, this place, America, all right, to is getting ready to be through, be done. You know, YAHAWASHI, he's closing the curtains on this place. And this is Isaiah 31:1, and it reads, woe to them that go down into Egypt for help. All right. And that's what's going to happen to a lot of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You see, you're going to be destroyed for going down into Egypt. All right. In this place, America is known as the New Egypt. All right. It's known as the New Egypt. Why? Because everything that the ancient Egyptians did, so do the these modern day Babylonians do. You know, the Israelites were in captivity here. All right, they practice witchcraft. All right, and all sorts of abominations openly. All right, they you know, uplift sodomy. Same thing that the Egyptians did. All right, the overindulging in food, overindulging in beer. All right, all these things go back to ancient Egypt. And things you can look up. Woe to them that go down into Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. All right, and that's how a lot of you two-thirds think. All right, and even some people that claim to be Israelites, you know, that claim to be in this truth. All right, you got HOI down in Georgia trying to build a community, man, and we're not in the time for that. You see, we're this place is getting ready to be drenched in nuclear fire, and you're out in Georgia trying to build, all right, a so-called black community, all right, and we're not black, all right, we're the Israelites, man. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh, all right, and the scriptures tell you, roughly paraphrased, to seek the Lord while He may be found, man. All right, that's the time that we're in, to be seeking the Lord while He's still found, not to be building up communities in the middle of nowhere, man. All right, which you're giving the enemy Esau Edom your whereabouts, man. So if need be, if he wanted to come and destroy what you're getting ready to set up, he can come and do so. Uh, and let's see. I'll get this. Revelation 17:16. And it reads, in the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, or it's speaking about the NATO and the EU, you know, all these different countries that came together, or were at one point were once together. They're getting ready. They're splitting apart, man. They're having infightings, which they were supposed to have a UN meeting this year. All right, but that meeting has been canceled. Why? Because the YAHAWASHI, he's breaking up the 10 horns. All right, because they're getting ready to go to war with each other, which is prophecy. These shall hate the whore, you know, and that's what you're seeing. That's why you see China getting ready to dump 1.1 trillion dollars of U.S. debt because they're getting tired of America. All right, they're starting to hate the whore, which is a prophecy, and shall make her desolate and naked. All right, and that's what they're doing. All right, you taking 1.1 trillion dollars of debt, and you're casting it, you're dumping it off. All right, you're making this place naked, man, because Esau Edom clothes himself in his money. All right, that's his God. All right, and shall eat her, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire, and that's what getting ready to take place. You see, that's why you got all these different countries preparing their nuclear missiles. You know, you got Russia as we speak, testing their new nuclear missiles. All right, China as well. All right, All these different countries are getting ready to come up against America. Why? Because it's YAHAWASHI mustering up the battle. He's moving the spirits on these different nations to come against America. So ultimately, why? To shoot those missiles and burn this place up. And we'll end it off on here. And this is Ecclesiasticus, known as Sirach 25:7, and it reads, "There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue, a man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy." All right, and this at times we shouldn't be having our head downs, man. We should be lifting our heads up, rejoicing, seeing that our enemy, the top enemy of the nation of Israel, is getting ready to go down. All right, he's going down as we speak. All right, he's getting ready to be taken out of power, and we're getting ready to be set up in power, man. We're getting ready. Righteousness is getting ready to reign on this earth, man. All right. So this is a time to rejoice for those that are in the right spirit. All right, those of the house of David, those of the elect, man, and we hope to be a part of that number. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Till the next time, Shalom.